Here we are, Greg Jones here. We're just live here on Facebook and recording it through Zoom too, I'm thinking. Yes, excellent. So, today's session, problem solving. Problem solving will get you lost, and that is so true. So what exactly is problem solving? That's a great question. If we think about our current reality and our desired reality, if we think about where we are or what we want to create, we have two different structures, right? Our current reality, and then we have what we want to create. Now, the reason the two different structures is because one's where we are now, focusing on that, and the other one's where we want to focus on what we want. So in this work, we simply step into what is it that we want. We step into our desired reality and take action around that. We like being it before we see it. So actually being that person that already has it. And when we're being that person, we're obviously taking the action around that. And in that case, in that structure, there is no space for problem solving. Sure, you might have a challenge that comes up and you have to work around it, through it, or over it, whichever, to take action on what you want. And that's completely normal and natural. But we're not trying to focus on fixing that problem. We're simply going to have what we want and remove what's in the way. So a perfect example around this, at the moment I'm at a course for fundraising event for the day, trying to raise monies for a local festival that we put on as a trust for non-profit. And there's so many different ways around that to try and raise money to create this festival. So for me, it's a question of pulling in sponsors and business owners and stuff to bring in the money so we can build the festival. Rather than focusing on a lack of money, I'm focusing on how to create the money. And that's just an example. At the moment, currently having lunch, so I'm able to shoot away and do this video. So our problem solving, if we're focusing on our problem solving, our victim mentality, not being good enough, being scared of failure, if we're focusing on any of these things trying to resolve ourselves, that means we're giving that energy. And if we're giving problem solving energy, then we're not putting energy into creation. Can you see that? If we're not putting energy into creation, then we're putting energy into problem solving. So we must make sure we're always focusing on what we want. And you know that we certainly have friends and some family, quite possibly. Generally, our family is always the quickest and first, the ones closest to you to voice your opinion about what you're doing. But if you have some friends or acquaintances or some workmates or whatever that are stuck in the problem reality, a great question to ask them when they're complaining about life or their relationship or lack of money or whatever is simply ask them, what are you creating? What are you trying to achieve out of all of that? And a lot of times it's a great question for them because it makes them realize, well, shit, what am I creating? It's not high energy, it's not fun. Why am I putting my attention on it? So we must learn to always put our attention on what we want to create. It's so much more fun. When you're focusing on what you want to create just because you love it, the energy is beautiful, the creation's a lot easier, and things fall into place. And this is what I love about it. I love about creating, just being in a space of creation. It's so much fun and it's so much easier than trying to fix yourself or fix a problem and find a solution to something that's broken. Because there's nothing wrong with you, you aren't broken, you're simply focusing on the wrong outcome. Now, examples here from our current reality, as we're going for our desired reality, I'll try that again. We're going to experience resistance. And that resistance is going to challenge us to how badly do we want it. How serious are you about creating that life that you love, if we use that for an example? It can challenge us because, as we know, we have a current identity down here, which throws up all that resistance to try and pull us back and keep us stuck in our current reality. Being a retired overthinker. Now I don't need to overthink about anything, I just allow truly need the information to come through and take the actions, which we teach in this work. I'm not stuck in trying to fix or overthink the outcome. I just allow it to be based on who I'm being. But a lot of examples of our current reality would be victim mentality, anxiety, depression, resolve, having to react to try and fix, trying to solve the situation. How can we solve the situation so you can have it? It might be a very little creation, you're just creating something small, but you know you have the potential to do big. It's a negative vision. So you're thinking negative about it. So I'm trying to create this because I really want that. So you're focusing on the negative vision. All of those things are our current reality. They're all the problem solving. And as I said, when we're focusing on any of that, we're not focusing on what we want to create. So it's so important that we focus on what we want to create just because we love it. And for those of you that are watching this video for the first time and are new to the group, throw a hello, let me know where you are in the comments. If you're getting some value out of this video, let me know. Because our focus must always be on our desired reality. So our desired reality is what we want to create, so it's more. So we haven't created that yet, and this is less. So what do you want to create in your desired reality? What is it for you? Is it an online business? Entrepreneur, inventor? To be the best parent you can be? The best partner you can be? To become a great musician, great artist? Maybe just write that book. Whatever it may be, in your desired reality, you must learn to choose what you want to create. And that's why we have choices in this work, because when we choose it, we're actually making a commitment to create it. Whereas even if you have a goal or a dream, sometimes it's so much of a dream we don't take the action around it. So the goals to create that can just sit on the wall and stare at us, hoping one day it's going to come true. Whereas our choices, we choose it, then we have to take action. And our choices, we also step into every morning to actually see the outcome, what actions we need to create, but also for our unconscious and the superconscious to see what we want to create, so it puts everything in front of us to create that. So when you're in a desired reality, you'll feel this beautiful new energy. You'll be coming from your own inner power to create. You'll be attracting more high energetic people that are also creators, and they'll be able to share their experiences so you can receive information. You'll find a lot of new friends because you're not that you're better or worse than them in any way or form. You're just creating. You're just going for what you want. You'll have better health and vitality. You'll have more energy around creating what it is and better health and less sickness because you're focusing on health, which is what you want. You'll be focused more on your true nature and purpose. It'll be easy for you to take action on what you want just because you love it. Your true nature and purpose, your dharma, why you are here. What's the purpose of being on the planet from start to finish? From twinkle to ripple. What is the purpose? We all have one, and it's important we realize what that is so we can go out there, learn as much as what we can about it, explore the gift that we've been given, get all the information, be the best we can in it, and go and share it with others. Even the excitement of that sounds awesome. It's having positive values, knowing what your values are, having the value of health, money, friendship, evolving, serving others, whatever it may be for you. What's your values? We must know what our values are because our values guide us into our desired reality. And sometimes if we're not focusing on our true values, we forget what they are, and that can allow us to come back to our current reality. So values allow us what actions to take, what's based around what's best for us. Money and abundance, financial income, focusing on what we want to create. It might have a financial goal that you want to achieve. You might have always wanted to earn $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 a month. And in that period, go and expend that money on what you want. So rather than focusing on what you want, just focus on the money. Focus on that, having that amount, achieving that choice, and then crossing it off and celebrating your wins however you choose to do around that. The big, your predominant creative force, taking action on all your choices and your desired reality. What actions must I take to have more of my desired reality? So it's really important that we put all our energy into focus, into creation. What is it we want to do just because we love it? For no other reason than just because we love it. Because that's where the fun is. When we're not focusing on that, we're focusing on the problem, the current reality, and we're simply going to get more of it. So it's just like a rocking chair. If you've ever been isolated before, you're having a little bit of success and the resistance comes up and it pulls you back, you could be rocking like this. You could be having great success by now, or still be feeling the feeling of being stuck sometimes, or just isolating, trying to resolve or fix yourself a little bit. Whatever it may be, we need to be in here 100% all the time and not swinging back, to be flowing. And when you're in flowing, there is no default to trying to fix yourself or problem solving, none whatsoever. You don't even go there. It's a beautiful thing. You know, it took me 6 to 12 months to get my head around all this work and actually just become a being it, to actually fully understand how beautiful it is, just to create because you love it, just to be in your desired reality. And for a lot of you may know, since then I've created certification, we've got the masterclass, we've got one-on-one, we've got products to remove resistance to public speaking, we've created all this stuff. I'm doing another live event this Thursday, which I'm honoured to. I'm doing an event in the local town next week, which has been a sellout, removing resistance to public speaking. I'm creating all these things because I chose it. I wrote it down, I chose it. Intuition says pick a date, get a subject, put a ticket system in place, go find a venue, lay out the venue with how you want it dressed with furniture and screens and signs and stuff, set it up and do the event. And that's what I did last month. And now I'm going to do one every month because I loved it. It was so much fun. It was such a good creation. Now, if I can create and choose to do anything, so can you. It's just a matter of choosing it, writing it down in your desired reality and taking action around that. And when you experience the actions you'll take, instantly as you're taking action, because taking action is the key, you get the higher energy, the higher vibration, and you'll have a whole lot of fun doing it. Because when you're in your desired reality creating, it is a blast. It is fun. Sure, you're going to have challenges and people are going to throw mud in your face and whatever, generally the people you know, whatever. It doesn't matter because that's just them being them. And I just love that because they have to change and evolve and be who they need to be for where they're at. But we get to choose as an individual where we want to be. And you'll attract those that love you and want to follow you and come learn the work. And it's just such a beautiful thing. So what I want you to do for the next week is I want you to focus on what you want to create. Write around your true choices, like I choose the end result of, like I have here with my values down the bottom. I choose the end result of a successful coaching company. I just choose it. And the only reason I want it is because I love it. I love doing this work. I love sharing it, being it, coaching it. I love the one-on-one sessions with my clients. I love recording content, even though it's took me 12 months of struggles to get over this camera thing. So now I'm quite relaxed about it. So I want you to choose something in the next week and take 3 steps of action towards creating it. And notice the fun and the challenges and the feeling, the resistance, but then the outcome of getting it done. It can be 3 small things if you want. Find something you want to create and write down 3 actionable steps to take action to having that, either creating it completely or being 3 steps closer. But I want you to go for the experience the next week and actually realize getting outside your comfort zone. I want you to pick something that's not easy, something you've always wanted to create just because you love it, but you haven't taken the action because you have a fear of failure, the worry what other people may think, or you may not be capable, you may not be good enough. Push all that to the side and choose it and take 3 actionable steps. And I want you to notice what comes up. Once you've taken those steps and got a result, you'll notice how beautiful it feels. How much of an excitement it is then to take the next step. Go and experience it for me and for the beautiful community here, and share it in the group how you've created it. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next call. Thanks so much for being on here. A little bit of a shorter video today because I've got to get back to the conference. But thank you so much for being here. Love you all, and we'll see you all soon.